Hey everyone, welcome back to our kitchen. My name is Emily and this is Lauren. We're two of Festival's nutrition experts. And today we're making a sweet and simple treat.
Yes, today we are making baked pears, which smell delicious, taste delicious. They're awesome.
And they're super simple.
Very simple.
But let's first talk a little bit about pears, one of our favorite fall fruits.
Yes, so pears come in lots of different varieties, and something very unique about pears compared to maybe apples or another fruit is that they actually ripen off the tree. So a lot of times in the store you're going to find unripe pears.
Sure.
But there are brown paper bags available right where you purchase the pears in store. So in order to ripen them a little bit quicker, you can put them right in that brown paper bag. Just kind of roll it up loosely, leave it on your counter for a couple days, and they'll be a lot riper.
And a great way to tell if a pear is ripe is just to gently press on the top or the neck of the pear, and if it gives a little bit to the pressure, you'll know that it is
So this one's
ripe.
good. This one is not.
So let's talk a little bit about the different pears that we have.
Yeah, so pears come in lots of different varieties, very similar to apples, which is a lot of fun because you can mix and match, and they all have a little bit different flavor profiles.
Yeah.
So starting over here, we have our Asian pear. Then we have a Bartlett pear, which is also over here, but you can tell just even with the color differences that this one is a ripe Bartlett pear and this one is not. And then we have a red pear and then a Bosc pear.
Lots of yummy pears.
Yes, which is your favorite?
I think the red one is my favorite.
Okay.
I just love the color.
I like the Bosc pears. I like the color of the Bosc pears. Very fallish.
Yep, definitely. So let's get started on this really simple recipe.
Yeah, so this recipe is great for dessert. It doesn't take very long at all, and what I love about it is that you can make several pears or even just one pear if you're looking, just to make a dessert for yourself or maybe you and somebody else in your house.
So I'm just slicing it in half, and then I'm also going to slice off just a little bit on the outside to help make it sit flat because we will be baking these, and we're making little pear cups. So just slice it in half. Now we're just going to scoop a little bit out of the inside to make our boat.
So this is kind of similar to when we made zucchini boats in another segment. You're just kind of scooping out that area to make room for our filling, which is going to be delicious. And while Emily's doing that, I'm going to get started on our filling. Sure. So today we're just using three very simple ingredients, and we're using walnuts just because they pair very nicely with pears. They have a nice fall flavor, but you could certainly use another soft nut that you have at home. Maybe pecans would be really great. So anything you really have at home. So we're going to dump in our walnuts, and then we're using some pure maple syrup, which again, sticking with that fall theme, going to provide really good flavor, and then some cinnamon.
So that's, what, 4 ingredients so far? Super simple. And, we love the pears because they are definitely a fall fruit, but you could also use apples in this recipe. Again, just do the same thing, cut them in half, and then also slice a little bit off on the back to help them sit upright in the oven. All right.
So if you want to stick these on our baking sheet.
And this is a really great recipe because you can make enough for one, you could make enough for 2, you can make enough for a group. This would be a great recipe for not only a dessert, but maybe a brunch. It looks a little bit like it's elegant, but it's so simple recipe.
You will really impress your guests. I think those are pretty well filled.
Yeah, so this is enough for 4. We're just making 2 for right now.
We're really loading them up.
Yeah.
They're going to be super delicious. And what's also great about this recipe is we're eating fruit.
Yeah, right.
For dessert, and we're just adding a couple ingredients to really bring out all those flavors and make it taste delicious and make your house smell amazing.
So you're going to go stick those in the oven for about 20 minutes. You can bake them at 350 to 400, but for about 20 minutes. And we luckily have some already made, but while Lauren's grabbing those, we're going to talk a little bit about the toppings that you could potentially put on these pears. Don't they look lovely?
They do. They look so elegant. All we did was just garnish them with just a little bit more cinnamon. You could drizzle maybe a little bit more maple syrup on or even honey. Possibilities are endless.
Delicious. Okay, so the toppings that I mentioned earlier that we're going to talk about, you want to talk about the frozen yogurt?
Yeah, so, we love fruit and adding the nuts in and stuff, but sometimes it's nice just to have a little bit of creaminess with your dessert. So that's where the frozen yogurt comes in great. We're just pairing it with vanilla. We like the frozen yogurt just because it's a little bit lower in fat, so you can look for a fat-free or a lower fat variety as well. Otherwise, just monetary portions.
Yeah, and so one of my favorite, being that I do need to eat dairy-free, is this Coconut Bliss coconut-based ice cream or frozen dessert. It's found in our natural and organic department, and it's super delicious. This is just the vanilla variety, but I would definitely pair that on top of this, and it is delicious.
I would say that it's great even if you don't eat dairy-free. The Coconut Bliss is amazing, very creamy.
So should we give this a try?
Yeah, I'm gonna grab this one. Oh, and they're nice and warm. Just a very fun fall flavored.
Smells so much like fall.
Dessert to make. These nuts.
That cinnamon and maple, so good.
And look how fancy they are.
Right.
We did well.
Well, we hope you give this easy, sweet treat a try.
And remember, you can always eat well with festival foods.